Hello everyone. 11 right here. Good evening and welcome to my screen. Okay, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the weekly market outlook real quick. So these are the pairs I'm looking at for. First, we have Euro JPY. So on Euro JPY, let's go on the daily time frame to know what the daily is actually doing. So on the daily, you could see how the daily broke out from this daily resistance and head right straight into this resistance right here. But with this, it's still showing us this is not actually a sign of bullish, more bullish move. Had it been this candle had to break out from this zone, it would have been a confirmation that LJPY wants to buy. So already we've been bearish. Now it's like we're turning bullish on the daily time frame. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame to see what the 4-hour time frame is doing. So on the 4-hour time frame, we could clearly see that there is a 4-hour. Our last 4-hour zone was around here. Let me make it a zone around here. Sorry. Which the market broke out from, creating a new high and a new high above this high. So personally, what I'll be looking at for on LJPY, I think this is the market is actually creating a double bottom. So right here on the 4-hour time frame, I would wait for the market to break out of this resistance to use it as a support for me to continue this buy trade like this, like so. Then for the bearish scenario, I want to see this zone totally being taken out. Let's take out this one. So this is our range, our ranging zone, no trade zone. So I want to take a buy above this level, and I would want to take a sell below this level. So on Euro JPY, this is what I'm looking for. Buy above this resistance and sell below this support. So next on our list, we have gold. Gold on the daily time frame, we have been super bullish. On the daily time frame, we have a resistance level right here, which the market has broken out from. The market broke out from this resistance level, creating a new high right here. So on the daily time frame, we should be expecting a sell back into this level to continue this bullish move. That is if the 4-hour agrees with what we're actually looking out for. So you see right here, because gold has a lot of momentum, when it broke out from this particular zone, it never retested this zone and just broke out. That's because of the 4-hour. There was a 4-hour support sitting around this zone. There was no break. There was nothing. There was no liquidity sweep. The market just tapped into this zone as a deep pullback, and then it just continued shooting back up. So that is what I should be expecting on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that there's actually a resistance zone here, which is likely to turn into support. So coming into London session tomorrow, I would want to see the market creating some sort of structure on the lower time frame for me to take quick advantage of this buy. Let me see if it aligns with the Fibonacci. If we were to draw our Fibonacci tools from this low to this high, you can see the market is around the 50 to 61.80% of the fib. So if I want to take profit on this gold trade, my take profit one will be on 3056.202, and my take profit two will be around 3076.745. So This is the bullish scenario on gold. Or I'll wait on the smaller time frame for the market to break out of this zone to take a quick sell to this support level on the daily to continue to buy. So for gold, this is what I'm looking at for. I'm bullish on gold. The next on our list is USDJPY. So on the USDJPY, let's start our analysis from the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we can clearly see that we've been bearish for since January. So this was our last resistance level here. This was the breakout of this support. The market was supposed to retest from this level to continue down, but as you can see now, the market is breaking inside. And then let's see what the 4-hour is doing. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we are still on structure bullish on the 4-hour time frame. The market is still respecting this trend line. So coming into next week, what I actually want to see is I will not be interested in taking USD JPY buy. The market got to this support level, resistance level, and then it sold. Whenever I get to this resistance level, it sells. So what I will be looking out for on USD JPY, if it is bullish, I want the market to completely go out of. You can trade this as an intraday, 15 minutes to catch this move back into this daily resistance. But personally, I'll be waiting for the market to change its trend. You would always want to make the trend your friend. Right now, we are bullish on the daily. We are bearish on the daily, bullish on the 4-hour, bullish on the 1 hour. So I want all time frame to align with each other. We should be bearish on the daily, bearish on the 4-hour, and bearish on the 1 hour, or bullish on all time frame for me to be interested in this buy. So this will be what I want to see for the market to break out of this 151.245 zone to continue its bullish move back into the major highs. Other than that, for this bearish scenario, I want the market to break out of this low, retesting it to continue this bearish move. So this is what I'm expecting on USD JPY. So next on our list is GBP JPY. So for God knows how long, GBP JPY has just been messing around. So on GBP JPY, the last daily resistance we can see is right around there, and the market is creating rejection and a bearish engulfing candle right here. So I'm more bearish on GBP JPY than bullish, just like Euro JPY. So what I want to look out for is for the market to completely break out of this zone, retesting it, and then buy continuation. Or for the sell, I want the market to completely take out this 4-hour support for me to continue this sell. So this is my bias on Euro JPY. It shouldn't be so complicated. And there's a level here. If by New York session, the market is able to break out of this zone or even break out of this zone, it will be much more preferable for me to take intraday long into this resistance level and wait for the break of this level, retesting it to continue the bullish move. So GBP USD, I actually don't want to look at GBP USD on the 4-hour time frame because this 4-hour time frame is kind of very messed up. It's not giving a clear trend. So let's start our analysis from the daily time frame. So from the daily time frame, we can clearly see that. Let me see. When the daily tapped into this zone, it rejected it, which means there is kind of like a weekly zone around here. And this was the breakout of the weekly high. We have a new high here. So on the daily time frame, traded back into this daily resistance. So what I want to see is for the market to come back. The market structure is very clear on this daily time frame. We have a new high. So what I want to see is for this daily time frame to come back to tap into this daily resistance zone, use it as a support, and then I'll be taking my profits on this zone and wait for this breakout and retest to continue the bullish move. I am not bearish on GU. I'm super bullish. So if you want to take this pullback quickly, you can scale down to the much more smaller time frame to catch this short-term move, though it's risky. So if you want to quickly take a buy back into the daily zone, you can actually wait to continue this buy trade. You should wait for the market to break out of this zone to retest for more bullish scenarios. So I think this is the last pair on our list, USD CHF, USD CHF. So for the long run now, USD CHF was bullish, and now we are bearish. There's a daily zone here that the market is rejecting from. So personally, what I would want to see on this pair is for USD CHF to break out of this zone to continue this back into 0.86. Let me just put a line there. For the market to break out of this level, retesting it to go down, or for the market to come back into this break of structure zone, like so. Use it as a resistance to drop all the way down. So guys, that is that for this week analysis. So you just pick. The market is the market, all market are just analyzed. They are all looking very good and profitable for the week. So if you want to take part in this, you just stick to this. Be patient enough to see all of this playing out over the week, and then you take advantage. So I wish you guys good luck on your trading week, and see you next week.